Mike Caleb, Seneca Signing Agents. Over the last few months, I've completed a number of loan signing appointments with home buyers who had recently relocated to Texas. With North Texas continuing to get a steady stream of corporate relocations and with inventory levels of housing at an all-time low, I want to cite the Dallas Business Journal and finding the answers to, do corporate relocations affect home prices in Dallas-Fort Worth? Here's what several local experts said. Mark Johnson, CEO of Frisco-based JP & Associates Realtors. The impact can be significant. Even as small as a 50-person firm is competing for less inventory. Work at home is providing relief as folks are free to expand the radius of their home search outside a commuting zone. But with limited inventory, any increase in demand is going to have an effect. Toyota, if they try to make that same move today, their employees would have a hard time making that move. The supply is literally cut in half. Deb Borrell, Director of Relocation and Business Development for Allie Beth Allman and Associates, real estate brokerage. She stated, in normal times, pre-COVID, it would not have a huge effect in terms of people moving here due to corporate relocation and companies wanting better business environments. We have more options on space, and we are much less congested in comparison to some other larger cities. With COVID and other factors, we continue to have a shortage of inventory. Yes, we've been speaking of a shortage for quite some time, but now it is even greater shortage. Supply and demand will help tick the price points upward until we balance out. This will not prevent companies from moving here and people accepting the opportunity. Alex Vidal, Regional Vice President for Coldwell Banker in Dallas-Fort Worth. Not unless it's like thousands and thousands of people. What's affecting pricing right now is the overall domestic migration to Texas and to Dallas in particular. Corporate relocations, just a drop in the bucket in terms of compared to everyone moving to Texas in general. Eric Fire, CEO of DFW-based Century 21 Judge Fight Realty, added, if you're adding a bucket of new buyers to the area, that's going to increase demand. The supply isn't going to be impacted, so that would have an effect on pricing. However, there's already so much demand, probably not going to be that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things because there are already so many buyers out there. It's a drop in the bucket, if you will. Compared to the overall demand, I wouldn't say that corporate relos in itself is having a big impact on pricing specifically. If the existing demand weren't so strong, I think it would have more of an impact. Harold DeCina, Vice President and Relocation Director for Real Estate Services firm Ebby Holiday, concluded, they all have to compete with the other buyers currently in our market because the inventory is so low. That's the biggest factor right now. We have a shortage of for sale inventory. We have a lot of inventory on the ground. We just don't have enough for sale inventory on the ground. I'm hopeful that we'll see more people begin to feel more comfortable putting their homes on the market. The actual loan signing is the most stressful step in the closing of a residential real estate transaction. A buyer who is also involved in a corporate relocation just adds to that stress. Seneca Signing Agents provides a buyer an educated loan signing agent who just doesn't shovel the paperwork in front of them and say, sign here, I'm just a notary. I present an educated notary to your home buyer who actually understands the documentation and can release some of that stress of the unknown to the buyer. Let me do your next signing. My number is 469-545-5227. My email is mike@senecalsa.com. Building trust one signing at a time.